With Caracas residents lining up to register to vote, President Nicholas Maduro is moving ahead to hold legislative elections in December, despite questions about his authority and concerns over the raging coronavirus pandemic. Meanwhile, in Washington, the Senate Foreign Relations Committee held a hearing on Maduro's ongoing hold on power, amid a deteriorating humanitarian situation. U.S. Special Representative Elliott Abrams condemned the election plans.
Maduro's recent hijacking of the National Electoral Council and of the major Democratic political parties foreshadow how the regime plans to take control of the National Assembly through fraudulent elections in December.
In 2019, the U.S. and more than 50 other countries recognized opposition leader Juan Guaido as Venezuela's legitimate interim president and have called on Maduro to relinquish power. But Maduro has the support of China, Russia, Cuba, and Iran. Democratic Senator Chris Murphy told Abrams it is time to admit that U.S. policy towards Venezuela has been, in his words, an unmitigated disaster.
We have to admit that our big play, recognizing Guaido right out of the gate and then moving quickly to implement sanctions, just didn't work. It didn't. All it did was harden Russia and Cuba's play in Venezuela and allow Maduro to paint Guaido as an American patsy. And a lot of us warned that this might happen.
Republican Senator Mitt Romney expressed frustration over the role of Russia and China in Venezuela, prompting this exchange with Abrams.
Are we so incapable of use of soft power to get two nations, which you suggest don't have a great commitment to Maduro, to back away?
Well, it hasn't worked so far. I think from the point of view of Putin, you know, this is a kind of freebie in the sense that it isn't costing him any money now.
With millions of Venezuelans having fled their country, another senator criticized the Trump administration for not doing enough to help them.
Yet while other countries are generously hosting millions of Venezuelans, the Trump administration has ignored my repeated requests to grant temporary protected status to some 200,000 Venezuelans in the United States. It has turned away Venezuelan asylum seekers at our southern border, and that is absolutely unacceptable.
Venezuela's economic collapse caused by Maduro's socialist policies has created one of the worst humanitarian crises in the world, with the World Food Program assessing that 1/3 of Venezuelans suffer from food insecurity. Cindy Sain, VOA News, Washington.